Hey guys. So of course, we had to go ahead and and continue on with this series. Yes, I will be doing all of the numbers. Well, not all of the numbers. I'm sorry, just five, four, three, two, and one. So this one is number 4, aka Wallaby. Um, this is more like an Aussie representation. I think it's pretty cool. So this one was actually really, really simple. Um, I don't know. I don't know what somebody could really expect out of this one. This one was actually just really simple. Like really, really simple. I think that the only thing I probably struggled with was maybe the getting the right shade of yellow. I mean, for his hair. I mean, I don't know the right shade of blonde for his blonde hair. But this one was actually like just very, very interesting. Because of how basic it was. Like I kind of felt bad when I was done because I was like, oh, okay, basic Betty here. But think about it. All he really had to him was his hair, that hoodie, big shoes. So what all can you expect? As you guys are watching this, hopefully my audio is not doing that weird little thingy it was doing last time. I did check the audio, but as per the usual, just because you check it doesn't mean that when the real thing happens, it's gonna go out well. But yeah, so see, look at that. It was literally just me just making sure that I had the right shades. I think this one was fairly easy, and like I said, I am doing numbers 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 and 1 may be done next week. I'm preparing for those, kind of just looking at some of the details that I know I want to have. Number 2 is very detail oriented. Yeah, number 4 was pretty basic. I think number 4 took me a total of 27 minutes, to be honest, and that was also like I was also on the phone too, so like there were like times when I was just like cracking up laughing on the phone. You know how people are when they're on the phone, so it wasn't really too much. But I definitely did want to talk to you guys about something. So this is something that really does mean a lot to me, which is Black Minecraft. Of course, Black Minecraft is all about diversity. So that's the reason why it's not just black characters that I'm doing. Like that would make no sense. Especially because each character had something good to represent. So I never want to make people feel like I don't represent all ethnicities, all races, all of that. Like it's not that I'm ever singling people out or anything. I just want to say, hey, listen, there are characters that all have contributing factors. There are people that all have contributing factors in every length of the gaming industry, every length of cartoons, like just in general in life. Doesn't matter what your race is, it doesn't matter what your ethnicity is, it doesn't even matter like really if you have like 2 legs or not, whatever, you literally count. And I know I've come up with so many people that they will sit up there and say, oh, you're being racist for this, that, and third. It's like, hey, yo, I'm not being racist. I just want to highlight people that don't always get to be highlighted. Far too often, we don't see enough cultural representation that is being celebrated by people. We see it being included sometimes, included just for a check mark, but we don't always see it being celebrated. That's the reason why I wanted to do things like that. This was a great show, a really, really great show that offered so many different ethnicities, and so like different ethnicities even of the actors. All right, so Cree Summer played number 5, okay? Lauren Tom, a Chinese American woman, played number 3. So this stuff like that needs to be celebrated, and I think it's very important that Wallaby really be shown too, because I mean that's Aussie representation right there, and he was hilarious anyways. But I think that it's very important for us to celebrate everyone. And that's why with me doing these skins, I'm celebrating my childhood sometimes. I'm also celebrating some people's childhoods too, but I also want to celebrate just people in general. Like, so many creative minds went into this awesome show. This show is so great. So many creative like voices went into the show, and it's something that you don't always get to see highlighted because people always want to say, oh, it doesn't matter, it's not that serious. No, stuff like this is really that serious. Do you know how important it was for a lot of children to see kids of different ethnicities all hanging out on this show? Now, mind you, I grew up in a place where, I mean, this is basic stuff. It's like diversity was a basic thing. It wasn't even, that's why, like, it wasn't even like considered diversity. It is what it is. It's just regular life, you know? But there's a lot of kids, a lot of children that don't get that type of lifestyle. They don't get to see that early on. So I think it is important for us to celebrate awesome shows like this, because it really, like, it held up the dynamics of diversity without diversity having to be the issue. You know, it's not like we had a protest to be like, oh, put Cree Summers' character on the show because we don't see any black people. No, it's like, yo, it's all these kids just hanging out, having a good time, saving the world, sometimes almost ending the world, and then sometimes they almost grow up, you know? So it's just so amazing to me. That's the reason why I wanted to show this. Plus, I mean, like I said, the show was really dope. It was like, they always had like Operation such and such, and then like it would be like an acronym or whatever for like something cool, like totally different. Like one of my favorite ones was like Operation Bra, and it was like battle ready armor, and it was so funny because the kids were trying to figure out what the heck is a bra for, rather than it holding us together, ladies. It was really supposed to be armor like that the teenagers had going on. So it was a really, really cool show. If you guys ever get the chance to see it, you guys will be mesmerized. I hope. I don't know. You know how like sometimes you watch shows now and you're just like, how did I ever watch that back then? I mean, I could still watch Codename Kids Next Door and still love it because that's me. But it was a really great show that just, it explored the minds of kids. Unapologetically just having fun, using their imagination. I would say it would be like more of a secret agent version of Rugrats. You always had some foolishness going on, except for really, to be honest with you, they really were secret agents, and there was a lot of stuff that was actually going on. The adults were evil. Like, I can't tell you the countless amount of episodes that I watched where I was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe this. And then, you know, going to the forums and all that stuff and talk about it with other people. Like this was crazy. This was back when on Cartoon Network's website you could play like little games and stuff. They had a cool codename Kids Next Door name. But yeah, so that's the reason why I feel so strongly about stuff like this. You guys are going to see the final product soon. But I hope you guys do stay tuned for the next 3, 2, and 1. Like I said, 2 and 1 are going to be shown definitely next week. I need to make the skins next week too. But yeah, I really just hope you guys do enjoy this. I gave him eyes because I thought, well, why not? He deserves eyes. But look at how I made his eyes though. So yeah, I think I did pretty good. If you guys really do like the content, be sure to subscribe.